Hello and welcome to this special broadcast, Lalduhoma's Swearing In Live. I am Wasbir Hussain. After the sweeping victory in the assembly polls, it's time for Lalduhoma and his diverse and dynamic team to take charge of the state of Mizoram. Lalduhoma will be sworn in along with his Council of Ministers in a short while from now at the Raj Bhavan in Aizawl. Well, over half of the ZPM MLAs elected are first-time legislators, and it will be interesting to see the composition of the Lalduhoma cabinet. Well-informed sources told Northeast Live that among those certain to get a cabinet berth are K. Sabdanga, ZPM working president who won from the Aizawl North 3 seat, three-time MLA Vanlal Hana, who won from the Aizawl North 1 seat, Dr. Vanlal Tlana, who emerged victorious from Aizawl North 2 seat, Sports Administrator Tete Mar, who won from the Aizawl West 2 seat, and of course we have Miss Lalrinpui. If she gets the cabinet berth, her name is topping the list among the 2 women members, and if she gets a berth in the Lalduhoma ministry, she will be the only woman minister in the Lalduhoma cabinet. Lalrinpui had won the Lungle East seat. Expectations are high from the new government in the state, and the thumping verdict is testimony to it. CM designate Lalduhoma is well aware of the same and has already announced his decision to put a 100-day plan in place. The ZPM chief has also promised a mega crackdown on corruption and is assured to hand over cases even to the CBI if the need arises. Lalduhoma has been vocal since the election victory and has even assured to take up the Myanmar refugee crisis and the Manipur unrest with the centre soon. Not only this, the Chief Minister designate Lalduhoma has also announced the setting up of an expert committee to put in place administrative and fiscal reforms. So he has quite a lot on his plate. Lalduhoma ministry, 12-member Lalduhoma ministry to be sworn in shortly at the Raj Bhavan in Aizawl. These are live visuals from, that is Tete Mar. These are live visuals from Raj Bhavan in Aizawl. It's been raining rather heavily this morning, and we'll stay with these live pictures. There is a lot of activity at the Raj Bhavan. People have come and are already seated. And Northeast Live is the only channel which is bringing you live coverage of the swearing-in ceremony. It is starting at 11 o'clock. Governor Hari Babu Kambampati to swear and administer the oath of office and secrecy to the 12-member Lalduhoma cabinet. We'll stay with the visuals. We'll not cut. We'll stay with the visuals. We have Dr. Joseph Lalfakzwala, a commentator, assistant professor at the Romana College. Good morning, Dr. Joseph. How is the mood in Mizoram? And the new government is being sworn in. What are your expectations? What are your personal expectations?
Yes, my personal expectations as similar to most of the people here in Mizoram. We are expecting very high of the new government because this is the first time that the non-Congress, Commonwealth Congress is going to form. And as we have seen the poll, most of the young voters and the new entrants, and even from the old people also, they are siding with the ZPM. So thinking that there is a hope, like you have said, 100 days priorities will be set up, like corruption will be contained, and how will be even calling in the CBI also. So let's see how the new government is trying to cope up with the expectation of the people.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Dr. Joseph. This is a historic moment in the history of Mizoram. These are live visuals coming to you from Raj Bhavan in Aizawl. It's a historic moment in the history of Mizoram because people in Mizoram have all seen only two governments largely. There was the People's Conference government, of course, briefly, but largely the government, the people of Mizoram have witnessed the Congress government as well as the Mizo National Front government. This time round, people will be eager to see the governance from a new political party, that is the Zoram People's Movement, that has absolutely swept the elections to the Mizoram Assembly that were held on the 7th of November. The ZPM winning 27 of the 40 seats, 27 seats, that's a sweeping victory. The MNF has been ousted. MNF won only 10 seats. Even its Supremo, Mr. Joram Thanga, the Chief Minister, lost his seat. And of course, the BJP improved its tally from 1 to 2. BJP has 2 MLAs and Congress down from 4 in 2018 to 1 now. So ZPM sweeping the elections, and these are live visuals, very, very joyous mood. People dressed up in their finery for this Lalduhoma swearing in ceremony at the Raj Bhavan in Aizawl. It has been raining. You can see umbrellas up there in the visuals. People are carrying umbrellas, but no worry, on a big day like this, people braving the rains, and as they say, rains are a good omen as Lalduhoma gets set to assume office. I'm also joined by Dr. Lalman Mawia, Dr. Mawia, Associate Professor, Political Science and President, Mizoram Political Science Association. Dr. Mawia, once again, welcome. As we wait for the swearing in, what thoughts cross your mind? What are you thinking at this moment? A new government, a new party?
I'm grateful that this is going to make the government, so expectations are very high, and the people's Mizorams are in a Zoom mode, so government is going to be very good and good, something positive. Everything good will be.
So, Dr. Mawia, your mood is positive today, right? Your mood is positive.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm very.
Yeah, Dr. Mawia also sitting there joining me. Thank you very much early in the morning. And his mood is also positive. Dr. Mawia positive. I also have with me Dr. F. Lal Ramluni. Lal Ramluni is assistant professor at Fate College. Hi, good morning, Dr. Lal Ramluni. Doctor, if I am pronouncing, apologies if I am not pronouncing your name correctly. And you are also popularly known as Dr. Ifi. Good morning. How are you feeling now? A new government, a new party? Okay, we will. Let's take a look at. No, everybody would like to know who is Lalduhoma. Who is Lalduhoma? That is the big question. Lalduhoma started his career as a principal secretary or a political secretary to Mizoram's first chief minister. He cut his teeth. Lalduhoma cut his teeth in politics as the political secretary to Mizoram's first chief minister. A product of product of the Northeastern Hill University in Shillong. He took the IPS and cracked it at the first attempt, the Indian Police Service. Then he was picked up by then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi picked him up, and he was the chief security advisor in the chief security officer to protect the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. He quit and joined the Congress. He was elected in 1984 to the Lok Sabha from Aizawl as a Congress candidate, and he played an important role in facilitating the Mizo peace accord. Also, he played a key role, and then of course he came back to state politics. He joined the Zoram People's Front, which then later became associated with the Zoram People's Movement, and the rest is history. In 2018, he steered the ZPM challenge and that time, of course, the ZPM was not recognized as a recognized political party by the Election Commission. The ZPM contested as independents and won 8 seats, and 2023 has been history for the ZPM. It swept the elections, ousted the MNF from power, and created history by becoming a new political party, by letting a new political party come to the center stage of politics in Mizoram, that is the Zoram People's Movement, and sweeping thereafter the elections to the 40-member Mizoram Assembly. Now, I also want to know who are the guests connected with me. Professor Joseph, we will also try to go to Mr. Kyangte Lalduhoma. He is, I think he has just arrived the Raj Bhavan. He is a senior leader of the ZPM. We'll also be connected to him. I'll ask my producers to connect me to Mr. Kyangte. And Professor Joseph, quite a political career, because he may be the first time chief minister, but Pu Lalduhoma has a lot of experience, isn't it?
Yes, Wasbar. He has a quite experience, and I still remember back in 1998 and 2003, 2008, when there was a poll also, especially in the urban area, from the students also. He was the first among the youth. But as a political party, he was unable to capture majority. So from 2017, I think this deputy leader of the PM legislature party, K. Sabdanga, along with K. Sabdanga and others, they formed in 2017. So from that onward, they captured the urban area. And this time election also, we look into the poll result, that PM won most of the constituency dominated by the urban areas, apart from Aizawl and Lunglei also. So, as you have said earlier, it is a diverse and dynamic team led by Pu Lalduhoma. So, this time, most of his old colleague has left, but new young people come and join his ministry. So that's the dynamic and diversity of this Pu Lalduhoma team.
Yeah, and Professor Joseph, we have some names of the ministers who are almost certain to get the ministerial berth. One is, of course, Mr. K. Sabdanga, Mr. Vanlal Hana, 3-time MLA, Dr. Vanlal Tlana, Tete Mar, and interestingly, Dr. Joseph, Miss Lalrin Pui, if she gets it, she will be the lone woman minister who won her seat from Lunglei East. And Pu Zoramthanga, I apologize. Pu Lalduhoma had said that, women played a key role in the ZPM's victory, and therefore they are going to empower women. So how do you look at it, Lalrin Pui, if she becomes a minister, she is also going to create some kind of a history?
Of course, you will do that. She's a very dynamic leader. And if we look into the Lunglei district, he is the president of the Lunglei district ZPM. So right from 2018, if we look into the political performance by the ZPM, she has played a very crucial role, and she is also the president. And I think the ZPM this time, they have fielded 2 women, and both of them won the elections. So Pilar Rinpui, I have a very great hope, expectations, and I hope that she will be
Right.
dynamic and well in this ministry.
Right. Now, Doctor, I'm also joined now by Dr. Lalram Looney. She's also an assistant professor at Fate College, also a commentator. Good morning, Dr. Lalram Looney. We're about to have a new government and a new party when Mr. Lalduhoma's government is going to be sworn in. How do you feel? What are you thinking right now?
Okay, yes. This is the first government which is non-Congress and non-MNF since 1987. So, as a voter, as a political analyst, and as a masters, we have I have a very
That
high
is Lalduhoma.
expectation.
Just a minute. That is the Chief Minister designate Lalduhoma. Lalduhoma arriving. That is Lalduhoma dressed in a black suit and a sparkling red tie. Lalduhoma with a pocket square in place. Lalduhoma neatly dressed in a black suit, red tie and a red pocket square in place. He is looking dapper. The Lalduhoma arrives at the Raj Bhavan. He will be sworn in a couple of minutes from now. We'll stay with the pictures. Yes, Dr. Lalram Looney, please continue.
Yes. People have very high expectation from this government, unlike the previous two governments. And one of the distinct feature which I have seen and observed in this election is that the masses, especially the rural voters, they have rejected the free cash distribution policy which was offered by the previous ministries, and this time they have chosen the ZPM's economic policy of hand-holding policy. That is not about the free cash distribution policy. So this is one of the distinctive feature and development which I have witnessed from this ministry, and the expectation of the masses will be much more and higher than the previous two government. And we are going to see one female minister this time.
Okay,
And a new party-
Dr. Lalram Looney, stay on. Yes, that is Lalduhoma on the screen. That is Lalduhoma on the screen, and that is K. Sabdanga on the screen. And I think, if I am not mistaken, if that is looks like Mrs. Lalduhoma, Mrs. Lalduhoma. Yes, that is Pu Lalduhoma and his wife, lady wife of Miss Lalduhoma sitting there, and we have Mr. Sabdanga sitting next to Pu Lalduhoma's wife. So these are the visuals. That is the big moment for Pu Lalduhoma. And as I said, he is looking dapper in the dark black suit, that red tie with a red pocket square out from his pocket, calm and composed. He has demonstrated, as Professor Lalram Looney was saying, this is the first time since 1987 that the people of Mizoram will be witnessing a new government, getting to see a new government, that of the ZPM. It will be a non-Congress, non-MNF government in Aizawl. These are the live visuals. So we also have three-time MLA Mr. Vanlal Hana sitting next to Mr. Sabdanga there, dressed in a traditional jacket. That is Mr. Vanlal Hana, the three-time MLA. I mean, Professor Lalram Looney, I can see Pu Lalduhoma, absolutely relaxed and smiling. He has reasons to smile, isn't it? He has all the reasons to smile, isn't it?
Of course. And one of the most striking feature of this election is that the hard working, the amount of effort which the ZPM has put in fighting for this election. If you look at the past 1 year, that the ZPM has really tried their level best to put the grassroots, to build the grassroots organization, and the leaders of the party, especially Pu Lalduhoma, has traveled far and wide across the states, in order to have that grassroots membership and the grassroots organization. So we cannot ignore the fact that this is the result of the hard working of the party leaders, as well as the party, as well as the party workers. We have to give credit to the party workers as well.
Right. Now
And-
we
yeah.
see Miss Lalrin Pui, who
Yes.
won the Lunglei East seat, president of the Lunglei district ZPM. She is most certain.
Yes.
To be also one of the 12 one of the 12 ministers. She is going to get a
Yes.
ministerial berth. Now, as a woman,
Yes.
Dr.
Yes.
Lalram Looney, how do you feel? Because Pu Lalduhoma has said that women played a big role in the ZPM's victory. So Lalram Pui's
Yes.
Lalrin Pui's induction into the ministry, what
Yes.
does it mean?
Yes, the Mizo society, unlike any other society, culture, social culture society, we have a very distinctive feature that the role played by the women in the socio-economic field is kind of equal with the male. But when it comes to the role of women in politics, that the role of women is hardly visible in politics. But this time that I was a bit skeptical when the ZPM has put up only two female candidates, but these two candidates, they have 100% won the election, and one of them will be likely to become a minister. So this has shown a positive attitude by the ZPM party in the inclusive policy of women into politics, and this will be a very good example for the implementation of the 33% seat reservation, and this will open up a way. This will be a gateway, and this will show an example that women can also be included in political field, and they can fight just like men, and they have if
Yeah.
given the chance that women can stand out in politics.
Right. Dr. Joseph is also with me. Dr. Joseph, do you agree? Very aptly put by Dr. Lalram Looney. Do you agree with her? Because women play a very big role, and this woman empowerment is extremely important in a society where women are highly educated, and they can also play a role as good or as well as men. Dr.
Yes,
Joseph.
was here. I really agree with Dr. Ram. The thing is that if we look at the voters in Mizoram, it is dominated by women. They are higher in number. So if they perform
Okay,
electoral performance,
Dr. Joseph, hold on. I am now joined live from Raj Bhavan by Ezrela Dalidia Fanai. Ezrela Fanai is our correspondent in Aizawl. Very good morning, Ezrela. You are also looking quite radiant this morning. Get us a feel of what's going on there.
Good morning, Wasbir. Yes, even though the weather is bad and it was drizzling and actually it was raining in the morning, I don't think that is killing any of the mood today. Everyone is beautifully dressed up, everyone is happy, and they're all seated in their seat, and the swearing-in ceremony will be starting in a few minutes.
Absolutely. And do you think, Ezrela, all the 27 ZPM MLAs have arrived? They are all seated. What about Pu Zoramthanga? Is he also there?
So Puzoramthanga has not yet arrived. I think he will be arriving soon. But all the MLAs are here, yes.
Okay. Are all the MLAs, accompanied by their family members? What is the scene there? What is the capacity of that hall?
The seating capacity is 600. So it is fully filled up. So I think even the family are feeling pretty good today. So everyone is well dressed, looking so beautifully in the traditional puans and all. So they're all here sitting. And behind me is Lalduhoma with his wife. So his wife is looking very dashing today as well.
Okay, let us, if you can tell my viewers the name of Lalduhoma's wife, that will be very nice, because I may mispronounce it. Although I know the name, I may mispronounce it. So I would like to hear it from you for my viewers, please.
I just have to cross-check it.
Okay, cross-check. Now,
the name of his wife also,
yeah,
no, because I'm not very sure. I'm very sorry, Wasbir.
Of course. Now, Pu Lalduhoma there, radiant. Thank you, Ezrela. Keep a close track of who is coming. And I think the opposition leaders are also been invited for the swearing in. I want to know whether the opposition leaders are here or not. So that will be very. Thank you very much, Ezrela. Let's keep our cameras focused on the people who are seated. And after the swearing in, I would request you to speak to Pu Lalduhoma and of course his lady wife, and of course the other leaders. Thank you so much for the moment. Now everything is decked up. The Aizawl Raj Bhavan is all set for the swearing in ceremony, which is going to take place in about 5 minutes from now. Usually the swearing in ceremonies take place absolutely dot on time. Governor Hari Babu Kambampati, it's a big day for him, swearing in a government, absolutely new government. It has been a swift transition, because the moment it was clear that the ZPM has swept the elections, Mr. Joramthanga, the MNF leader and the outgoing chief minister, immediately resigned. He went to the Raj Bhavan, submitted his resignation to Governor Kambampati, Haribabu Kambampati, and made way for the new incumbent, that is Lalduhoma. Absolutely. And considering that there was 27 seats, the ZPM had swept the elections, MNF 10, BJP 2 and Congress 1, there was absolutely clear verdict, and there was absolutely no scope of any horse trading whatsoever. We'll go for a short break, coming back shortly to watch the swearing in live on your channel, Notice Live. Mr. Kyangte, can you hear me? Acha, now, wife's name is Sai Kyangte. Can I talk to him? Pu Kyangte. Pu Kyangte, can you hear me? Pu Kyangte, can you Zoom audio, please, on the Zoom audio. Let's go. अच्छा, नाम तो दिसे মোক খ্যাংটে সাই খ্যাংটে মোৰ ডাউট হৈ গ'ল এতিয়া আকৌ হি Pu Kyangte, can you hear me? Welcome to this live broadcast. That is Mr. Joramthanga, the outgoing chief minister who has arrived. Joramthanga, and that is Pulalthan Haula. The two former chief ministers arrived. This is real camaraderie. This is real political camaraderie. That this is real democracy that Mizo people have demonstrated today. Mr. Joramthanga, he even lost his own seat, but absolutely decency at its height. Why will he not come? Because this is the verdict of the people. That is the reason why Mr. Joramthanga has come and he is seated. And of course, that is the two chief ministers, former chief ministers. This is a historic picture. Viewers, this is indeed a historic picture. Pulalthan Haula, who in 1987-86 made way for the MNF to come and take over power. He is now seated with Pu Joramthanga, both former chief ministers. What a demonstration of democratic fervor. What a demonstration of the democratic spirit by Mizoram. This is something which the nation has to see today. The Pulalthan Haula and Pu Joramthanga, the two former chief ministers, one belonging to the Congress, the other belonging to the MNF, they are seated together. Let me go to Dr. Lalram Looney. Dr. Lalram Looney, very, very historic photograph. Yes. They are seated together in the same sofa.
Exactly. This is the beauty of democracy. And they have the highest decency and the decorum, to come and attend this swearing ceremony, even though the former chief minister has lost from his constituency. And this shown the beauty of democracy in Mizoram, and the beauty of the electoral politics. And there is no personal hatred OMNT,
Absolutely,
amongst the
absolutely.
politicians.
Right.
Yeah,
Doctor,
this is what the other states have to learn from our state.
absolutely. I will go to you, Dr. Joseph. I am now joined by Mr. Kyangte Laltuangkima. He is a senior ZPM leader joining me from the Raj Bhavan in Aizawl in the middle of this whole. Mr. Kyangte, good morning and congratulations. Your party government is about to be sworn in. How do you feel? Okay, Mr. Kyangtes, I think the audio is that is Roite, Robert Romawia Roite. He has of course won his seat. The MNF leader present. And I think this is Dr. Joseph, this is something very, very unique in Indian democracy. But Mizoram, I've seen it that everybody, whether it is the opposition, whether it is the ruling party, everybody is present. In fact, as I was asking Dr. Lalram Luni, the two former chief ministers, Pu Lalthan Haula and Pu Zoramthang, are all seated together. Dr. Joseph.
Yes, Wasbar, being a communitarian society, we have a strong community bonding here among our society. So whoever we go across, we with our 100th day, we congratulate each other, we celebrate together, because being a beauty of the beauty of democracy. So we have to celebrate that thing. So all our MLAs who from the opposition type also, they congratulate the winning party, and
Right.
they are going to celebrate together.
Okay,
today.
that is the governor, Mizoram governor. Live pictures on your screen. You would go full screen. The Mizoram governor, Mr. Haribabu Kambampati, walking into the venue. Walking in, Haribabu Kambampati, a historic moment for him as well to swear in and administer the oath of office and secrecy to the first government of a brand new political party, almost brand new political party as far as Mizoram is concerned. He will be administering the oath of office and secrecy to Mr. Lalduhoma and his council of ministers, most likely 12 in all today. So, in a traditional manner, with the aide-de-camps in front, he is walking in, following the two aide-de-camps. That is also history, because the first lady aide-de-camp in the country, the first lady aide-de-camp to the governor, Pradhi Mishra, that lady ADC is Air Force officer, she is squadron leader, she is Pradhi Mishra, ADC to the governor of Mizoram. That's also history. Yes. That is Kambampati, Haribabu Kambampati, the governor. There's the national anthem playing. Let's listen in. Let's have the ambience. Any moment the swearing in will take place. Usually the state chief secretary comes and takes permission from the governor to start the proceedings. That is what is going to happen in a short while from now.
Akian tuwing ay tamu. Lal te pakat na bung tum sa nga hiyan siya kanila. ดินเกเบลขวดส่วนลัลปาสุสลมุนเรนะซานะอามูมังอริลาระดินปัทเยนินดิลเตยังไงกะเปกันเซอติอาสลมุนส่วนอิเสียโลฮีอิมีเตอิทันโฮมีตั้มตักอันตามฟังเสียเซนรัวเหล่าเล่อาซาเสียเซนรัวเหล่าที่สิงหาเฮียนอาโอมานีอาสุดที่ชวนอิมีเตโรเรสักนัตุรินอิเสียโดฮีเสียดักหินลุงเปลี่ยนเจอัเสียเรอชาตัเสียเทนานอิมีเฮติสาวสายฮิตุรินเงโรเรสักเทงเลอติอาเยนโซโลมอนนั่นสุทิลจูอดีตอวังชวนอัทุสยาชวนลัลปาอติโลมเฮมายาดินปะเทียนินเฮนานั่งอินอิตานดำไรนาทีละว่าเฮ็ดยังอิดีลโซขบางเฮียนอิตานเฮาสักนาเตโปตีละว่าอิเบลมาเตทีละโปตีละว่าอิตานโรเรลเทียมนะอิดีลโซขบามินง่ายเตอิดีลังชวนกติตาเออินอิดีลเฮาสักนั่นแหละรู้ปุยละโปกะเปเสียอิส่วนนี้ดำชูงินลัลเตสิงะนังมาเรงอันอมระวังอติอาทุเรียนตู้หุงงาสร้างลิถุยง่ายแสดงอุปะเทียนเนละถุยเตรียมชวนไงขาสุมีอาจลมสีเหลาอิเตรียมชุเล่นไงโรถุเตรียมเล่นสีเหลาไอชวนเตรียมโลโลอิตานอัชโซลัลปันถูกันซาตานมาสมโลเซอาเมนที่ตรงใจลัลปากันปะเทียนโคเบลามิฟิงเตอิเสียมินอันนมนารมรีตูเตอิคำสกะสุดาจวนลำสังเตอัจฉีอินนัดเราเชงตกชินอ่ะเอเกนี่มีโซติงเอโปกลุ่มสังขัดเซตกัลตาคานกันปีเล่ปูเตเนนาเฮรัมฮีมินเปอาที่ชวนโรเรลตูเฟลเลชตักตักเต้นกันรัมโรฮีอันโรเรลตัวอาเหตุนังเอปูเฮียนโรเรลตุทัลเดพีเอ็มปาร์ตี้อัตังอินมีฟักตักเตมินเปทัลเลตาฮีลมอมกันเตียลมถูกันสิละเซลัลปามานะลัลสโลโมนะค่ะอัลลจันติลายคานยังไงดูเบอร์มินดีโรอิติลายคานเฮาสักนั่นเตรูปุยนั่นเตอดีโลเสียอิมีเตโรเรลเทียมนะโรเรลสักเทียมนะฟินนะอดีลเสียงคานตุนหุนกันมาโมเบลซูกันช่วยตูดูอมตักเตตานเฮียงอันเฮาสักนั่นเตอันมิงทันนั่นเตอันรูปุยนั่นเตเฮรัมเฮียนอดีลสักโลบะโรเรลเทียมนะกันนดีเรคงไอตะกินลัลปาโรเรลเทียมนะเปละอิมีสันไฮเรียงวายอัตงาเลียนเปลเทงาเล็กในนั่นเตลว่าโรวันเรลเทนตุรินอิกุตะโกลังเซลัลปาเฮรัมฮีเซนนักลากเสียมาสุดเซงกล้าก็ไปปุยแต่พวดใส่ตุรินอันฟินนั่นเตอันเทนั่นเตนักกินเหล่าชาโลมังซูซงมาฟินนักหินลุกินท่วมละส่วนนั้นมาตีตุรมซงจะเห็นสวดเทตุรินอิสักนาหินชันดานเสียดีรังเซอินลลอันเนี้ยว่าละสปูนั่นละกาเทียนฟิลิมละตัวไล่กันรำคริสเตียนเตเมลมาเรียนเบลคอร์รัปชันละกาเตเลมเฮดนั่นละกาเตทุนในน้ำมันสวลนั่นละกาเตลัลปาเลในนั่นละกาเตเทียนฟิลิมละรินอมตักเลเฟลตะกาลัลปารัมปุมตาลารอนเรลเทนตุรินอิกุดหิมาโกลตัดลังินอบีตะกินกันเซียมทาร์ตูร์กันเฮาส์ลีดเดอร์ทาร์ตูร์ปุลาดูอมตานกันเงินสักลังินตูร์ฮูลาโจมนับวันสินงำตูรินปุยละอาจูลฮนาชวนนางมาเซาโลจูตูมาฮาวโลตูรินหวยเส้นในท่วมละ vak del tu te la ka tol solo tu rin tan pui la ama do tu te nge po alam tanga siam thiam tu rin tan pui ang se tu na hian thu an thiam do la galpa I thu kan hu angin thu kan tiam hian len lo ai chuan tiam lo tha zo kan I ti de kan chian lan nang khan an thu tiam a ding het tu rin pui la inan mani sau po ni la win an sung te zong nen hen bo re kum nga tam khat sung hian lalpam nat na har sat na sung re lam le pon lam alo theng thei song tu te po nangin dan sa sakin lim taka role na tuan kingan ne thena tu ra an zafa ai kai suai tu ni ko ta kan la de lali so mingin sung su kan di le amen.
With your permission, sir, proceedings for swearing in of Chief Minister may now begin. With your permission, sir, the order issued by the Governor of Mizoram may now be read. Order number PBCON 22-2023 dated 6th December 2023. In exercise of the powers vested in me by Clause 1 of Article 164 of the Constitution of India, I, Dr. Hari Babu Kambampati, Governor of Mizoram, hereby appoint Pu Lalduhoma as the Chief Minister of Mizoram. With your permission, sir, oath of office and secrecy may now be administered to the Chief Minister. With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalduhoma to subscribe the oath of office and secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalduhoma to subscribe the oath of office.
I, Lalduhoma, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as a Chief Minister for the state of Mizoram, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
The new Chief Minister of Mizoram there, Mr. Lalduhoma, already being sworn in as the Chief Minister by Governor Hari Babu Kambampati.
With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalduhoma to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
Lalduhoma, do solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a Chief Minister for the state of Mizoram, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as such minister.
lutut. Klase na pause. Oo. Blocking rồi đó. Thôi đúng rồi.
Well, he is the 9th Chief Minister of Mizoram, 9th Chief Minister of Mizoram, beaming there, beaming Lalduhoma, shaking hands with the governor. His governor is presenting him with a bouquet of flowers. This is welcoming him as the new Chief Minister of Mizoram. He is the 9th Mizoram Assembly and the 6th Chief Minister of Mizoram.
With your permission, sir, proceedings for swearing in of cabinet ministers may now begin. With your permission, sir, the order issued by the governor of Mizoram.
Okay, we'll go for a very short break and come back before the other ministers are being sworn in.
Dated
अरे भैया काहे जगा दिया है? आराम से सपना देख रहा था।
सपना पूरा करना है तो सोने से काम नहीं चलेगा। जो किस्मत को जगाने के लिए खुद कोशिश करते हैं, मैं हमेशा उनकी मदद करता हूँ। कब तक पुरानी तकनीक से चलते रहूं? तरक्की करनी है तो जर्मन तकनीक वाले स्टील उपकरणों को अपनाना पड़ेगा।
समझ गया सोनू भाई, परिवर्तन तो मैं ला के रहूंगा और अपने सपनों को भी जरूर पूरा करूंगा।
Vandya International School, a premier residential co-educational school located in Guwahati with state-of-the-art infrastructure offering world-class education with qualified faculty from all over the country. With 22 co-curricular activities and 18 sporting disciplines to choose from, Vandya International School also offers air-conditioned boarding facilities. Those interested to join between class 4 to class 12, contact 89180-91939. I repeat, those interested to join between class 4 to class 12 can contact 89180-91939.
The one and only
K. Sapjanga to subscribe the oath of office.
I, K. Sapjanga, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duty as a minister for the state of Mizoram, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
With your permission, sir, I request Pu K. Sabdanga to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, K. Sabdanga, do solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which should be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a minister for the state of Mizoram, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties and such minister.
K. Sabdanga there greeting the governor. He's the working president of the ZPM.
With your permission, sir, I request Puwanlal Lana to subscribe the oath of office and secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Puwanlal Lana to subscribe the oath of office.
I, Vandalgana, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as a Minister of the State of Mizoram, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
With your permission, sir, I request Puwanlal Lana to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, Vandalgana, do solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a Minister for the State of Mizoram, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as such Minister.
nama saya.
Now to
With
come
your
is
permission,
Mr.
sir, I request Pu C. Lal Soy Wunga to subscribe the oath of office and secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Pu C. Lal Soy Wunga to subscribe the oath of office.
I, C. Lal Soy Wunga, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duty as a minister for the state of Mizoram, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Yes. Okay.
With your permission, sir,
Quickly go to the
I
break
request
and come back
Pu
after a
C.
few
Lal Soy
seconds.
Wunga to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, C.
One and only Arijit Singh, Concert for Harmony, live from ACA Stadium, Barshapara, Guwahati, on the 16th of December 2023, 7 p.m. onwards. Tickets available on Book My Show. Offline tickets available at News Live Building, City Centre, Nehru Stadium, Sarusujai Stadium Entrance Gate, and Barshapara Stadium.
Trump, lightweight, comfortable, school shoes.
शान से चले चलो
প্রথম পিম্পল
তেন্তে কি কৈছে তোমাৰ ইনফ্লুয়েন্সাৰ
বহুত কিবা কিবি কিন্তু মোৰ ওজি অৰিজিনেল ইনফ্লুয়েন্সাৰ তুমি হে না
সেই কাৰণে এইটো মোৰ ওজি এডভাইস
ইয়াত আছে 100% নেচাৰেলি ডিৰাইভড নিম ই হোল্ড সোপ ফ্ৰী আৰু পেৰাবেন ফ্ৰী পিম্পলছ আঁতৰাই স্কিন কৰি তোলে হেল্ডি হিমালয়া পিউৰিফাইং নিম ফেচ ৱাশ পিম্পলৰ অৰিজিনেল সলিউশ্যন
News to keep you ahead.
সেইবোৰ নালাগে
With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalthan Sangha to subscribe the oath of office and secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalthan Sangha to subscribe the oath of office.
I, Lalthan Sangha, do solemnly affirm that I will bear the truth, faith, and allegiance to the constitutions of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duty as Minister of the State of Mizoram, that I will do right to all manner of the people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear and favor, affections, or ill will.
Okay, Lalthan Sangha, he is the man, the giant killer who defeated Mr. Joram Thanga of the MNF. He defeated the outgoing Chief Minister, Joram Thanga, from Aizawl East 1. The giant killer actually, he's got a cabinet bird. He has got his reward.
With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalthan Sangha to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, Lalthan Sangha, do solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall be known as to me as a Minister of State of Mizoram, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duty as such minister.
With your permission, sir, I request Dr. Wan Laltlana to subscribe the oath of office and secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Dr. Wan Laltlana to subscribe the oath of office.
I, Dr. Wan Laltlana, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as a Minister for the State of Mizoram, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
This Dr. Vanlal Tlana, this is his second consecutive win from Aizawl North 2. This is a two-time MLA. This is his second consecutive win, Dr. Vanlal Tlana.
With your permission, sir, I request Dr. Vanlal Tlana to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, Dr. Vanlal Tlana, do solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a minister for the state of Mizoram, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as such minister.
With your permission, sir, I request Pu PC Vanlal Ruata to subscribe the oath of office and secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Pu Vanlal Ruata to subscribe the oath of office.
I, PC Vanlal Ruata, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will be uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will be faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duty as a minister for the state of Mizoram, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
With your permission, sir, I request Pu PC Vanlal Ruata to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, PC Vanlal Ruata, do solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person
or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a minister for the state of Mizoram, as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as a minister, as such minister.
With your permission, sir, I request P. Lalrinpui to subscribe the oath of office in secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request P. Lalrinpui to subscribe the oath of office.
I, Lalrinpui, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as a minister for the state of Mizoram, and that I will do right of all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Well, Lalrinpui there, the first women cabinet minister from Mizoram, one from the Lunglei East. She has also created history there.
With your permission, sir, I request P. Lalrinpui to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, Lalrinpui, do solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a minister for the state of Mizoram, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as such minister.
With your permission, sir, proceedings for swearing in of ministers of state may now begin. With your permission, sir, the order issued by the Governor of Mizoram may now be read. Order number PB CON 22-2023 dated 7th December 2023. In exercise of the powers vested in me by Clause 1 of Article 164 of the Constitution of India, I, Dr. Hari Babu Kambampati, Governor of Mizoram, on the advice of the Chief Minister of Mizoram, hereby appoint the following persons as Ministers of State, independent charge in the Council of Ministers of Mizoram. Ministers of State: 1. Pu F. Roding Liana. 2. Pu B. Lalchanzova. 3. Professor Lalduhoma. 4. Pu Lalning Mar. With your permission, sir, oath of office and secrecy may now be administered to the Ministers of State. With your permission, sir, I request Pu F. Roding Liana to subscribe the oath of office and secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Pu F. Roding Liana to subscribe the oath of office.
I, F. Roding Liana, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India, as by the law established, that I will uphold and sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duty as a Minister of State for the State of Mizoram, that I will do right to all manners of peoples in accordance with the Constitution and the law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
With your permission, sir, I request Pu F. Roding Liana to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, F. Roding Liana, do solemnly affirm that I will directly or indirectly communicate or give to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under the consideration or shall become known to me as a Minister of State for the State of Mizoram, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as such ministers.
With your permission, sir, I request Pu V. Lalchanzova to subscribe the oath of office and secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Pu V. Lalchanzova to subscribe the oath of office.
I, B. Lalchanzova, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duty as a Minister of State for the State of Mizoram, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
With your permission, sir, I request Pu V. Lalchanzova to subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, Lalchanzova, do solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a Minister of State for the State of Mizoram, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duty as such Minister.
With your permission, sir, I request Professor Lalduhoma to subscribe the oath of office and secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Professor Lalduhoma to subscribe the oath of office.
I, Professor Lalduhoma, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as a Minister of State for the State of Mizoram, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
बेटा, ये लो तुम्हारे लिए खिलौना लाया हूँ।
अरे बापू, अब हम इस खिलौने से नहीं खेलते।
प्रकाश, बच्चे बदल गए पर तुम नहीं बदले। अभी भी पुराने उपकरणों से खेती कर, जबकि बाजार में जर्मन तकनीक वाले स्टील उपकरण आ चुके हैं। सोचते रहोगे और बदलोगे नहीं तो दुनिया आगे निकल जाएगी और तुम पीछे रह जाओगे।
सोनू भाई, पीछे तो अब मैं रहूंगा नहीं।
स्टील उपकरण लाए परिवर्तन।
News to keep you ahead. Evening Prime.
With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalning Lovamar to subscribe the oath of office in secrecy. With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalning Lovamar to subscribe the oath of office.
I, Lalduhoma Lovamar, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as a Minister of State for the state of Mizoram, and that I will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Okay, this on Tetiamar, 46-year-old journalist, sports organizer, turned politician, there on the screen, contested 2019 Lok Sabha elections as well. He had contested the 2019 Lok Sabha elections as well.
To subscribe the oath of secrecy.
I, Lalduhoma Lovamar, do solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as a Minister of State for the State of Mizoram, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as such Minister.
Honor.
With your permission, sir, I request the proceedings for the swearing in of Council of Ministers may now be concluded. With your permission, sir, proceedings for swearing in of Pro Tem Speaker may now begin. With your permission, sir, the order issued by the Governor of Mizoram may now be read. Order number PB CON 22-2023 dated 7th December 2023. In pursuance of Sub-Rule 4 of Rule 7 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Mizoram Legislative Assembly, I, Dr. Hari Babu Kambhampati, Governor of the State of Mizoram, hereby appoint Pu Lalpham Kima, a newly elected member of the Legislative Assembly of the State of Mizoram, to perform the duties of the Speaker from the commencement of the first meeting of the 9th Mizoram Legislative Assembly of the State of Mizoram until the Speaker shall have been chosen by the said Assembly under Article 178 of the Constitution. With your permission, sir, oath of affirmation may now be administered to the Pro Tem Speaker. With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalpham Kima to subscribe the oath of affirmation. With your permission, sir, I request Pu Lalpham Kima to subscribe the oath of affirmation.
I, Lalpham Kima, having been elected a member of the Legislative Assembly of Mizoram, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will faithfully discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter.
With your permission, sir, I request the proceedings may now be concluded.
Mizoram Legislative Assembly has been constituted and Mr. Lalduhoma has been elected. He has taken charge as the 6th Chief Minister of Mizoram. There will be that traditional group photograph that all the new Council of Ministers is going to take with the governor. This is the traditional photograph, must take photograph. Now this is the historic moment as far as Aizawl is concerned. Okay, there, of course, this traditional photograph is likely to be taken after this performance. And apart from Chief Minister Lalduhoma, the ministers who took oath today got a berth in the Council of Ministers include K. Sabdanga, Lalthan Sangha, Lalrin Poi, Van Lal Hana, C. Lal Sawi Vunga, Dr. Van Lal Tlana, P.C. Van Lal Ruata, F. Roding Liana, B. Lal Chanjova, Professor Lal Nil Auma, and Lal Ning Lova Mar, popularly known, of course, as Tete Mar. Let's get live to that performance. Chorders, the Synod Choir. Okay. That was the Synod Choir singing Ro Min Relsak Angche. Beautiful performance there, and these are some of the distinctive features of a swearing in ceremony in Mizoram. Once again, the national anthem. Okay. Okay. Now the swearing in ceremony is over. Now the governor and the chief minister, Mr. Lalduhoma, the new chief minister rather, they will go and meet and greet some of the guests, colleagues, ministerial colleagues, and two former chief ministers are seated there, Mr. Laltan Haula as well as Mr. Zoram Thanga. These are the visuals. Yes, these are the visuals. That is Lian Sai Lovi Kyangte, that is the Pulalduhoma's wife. Lian Sai Lovi Kyangte, that is the lady wife of the chief minister. Chief minister shaking hands with his new cabinet colleagues there, and people greeting him, the audience, the members, his MLAs and other invited guests greeting him. We'd like to see whether he also greets. What a moment for Lalduhoma himself, being the political secretary to Mizoram's first chief minister, to becoming the chief minister himself, all in a span of 4 to 5 decades, from becoming the political secretary to the chief minister to becoming the chief minister himself. And in the finest tradition of democracy, the two former chief ministers, the immediate outgoing chief minister, the immediate Zoram Thanga, as well as the past chief minister, earlier chief minister, Mr. Laltan Haula, are both present there among the audience. Joyous occasion there in Mizoram. This is the ninth legislative assembly in Mizoram, and Mr. Lalduhoma is the sixth. Yes, there he is greeting Mr. Zoram Thanga. He has already greeted Mr. Zoram Thanga, and now I think he is going to greet. Yes, he is greeting Mr. Laltan Haula at this point in time. Yes, that is the moment. That is the moment where Mr. Lalduhoma is greeting and Mr. Laltan Haula a pat on the back. Very, 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 very nice moment. They are smiling. Both of them are smiling. There is a good working relation. There is a good camaraderie between the two. The pat on the back by Mr. Laltan Haula, the former chief minister and one of the state's senior-most political leaders. So this is a historic moment. I'll go to my panelists as we stay with the visuals. We'll cut Dr. Lalram Luani. I don't know whether is John Vanglaini, senior journalist with me, Dr. Lalman Mawia, professor and commentator. Let me go to you first, Mr. John Vanglaini, senior journalist. John, what do you make of it? I mean, very interesting moments there, from being the political secretary to Mizoram's first chief minister to becoming the chief minister himself. It's a long journey for Pu Lalduhoma. John.
Thank you so much. It takes a lot of time for him to finally become the chief minister of Mizoram. He fight for this position for so long. He fight with this ZNP and after he met with Mr. K. Sabdanga, they formed the ZPM, and now that they finally won that he dreamed for this seat for a very, very long time now. So I'm very happy for him. He is one of the best politicians we ever had here in Mizoram. So it is also very fitting that he finally becomes the chief minister.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
now, John, what are the challenges before Mr. Lalduhoma? Okay, euphoria is over. His party has swept the elections. He has become the chief minister. He has picked up his cabinet colleagues. Now, what are some of the challenges? What are some of his priorities according to you, John? Okay, I'll take that question. I'll take that question to Dr. Lalram Luani. Sorry, Lalram Luani. What are some of the challenges for Pu Lalduhoma? What are some of his priorities?
Okay, yeah. When he first gave his statement after he met the governor day before yesterday, the new chief minister has said that the priority sector will be given to the farmers. He promised the farmers that he will buy ginger, turmeric, the 4 items. He said that no matter what the financial crisis the state is facing right now, that he promised the farmers that he will buy this. His government will buy these 4 items from them. So this will be, a testament time for the new government, whether they're willing to whether they can really, deliver what they have promised the people. And the second, task which lies ahead of them is how will they tackle this financial crisis which the state is facing right now. The state of Mizoram is facing, the highest debt so far, amongst all the states. So this will be, a big challenge and a big task for them. So how will he tackle this financial, kind of crisis in the state will be? And this too will be,
right.
The first and the foremost crucial, moment for this new ministry.
Right. I'll come back to you, Lalram Luani. Let me go to Dr. Mawia. Dr. Mawia, same question to you. What do you think will be the priorities for the new chief minister, Mr. Lalduhoma? Do you think he'll be able to overcome some of these? He talked about corruption. He talked about, financial crisis also Mizoram is facing. What do you think?
Yeah, as Dr. Effie has said that Mizoram government is facing a financial crisis. Government servants got their salary on time and keep starving. The problem is very serious now. Government debt is that it will be very difficult for the chief minister to tackle the financial crisis. So, as he said, some couples days back, financial reform is top priority for the government. And free government, a very transparent government, help the people's government, as they claim in their elected manifesto that they to form people's government,
right?
Not the government of few people. So let the whole population participate in the governance, so that a true sense of people's government will be into a reality. It will be very, very important. priority for the new government.
Right, right, absolutely. Now, I don't know whether, John, can you hear me? John Vanglaine? Okay, we're trying to, and I have Dr. Joseph. Dr. Joseph, you know, how easy or difficult, do you think in that case, okay, in the state of Mizoram, there was no alliance with the BJP, everybody contested on their own, ZPM have swept the elections and formed a government. Now, at the central level, at the national level, do you think it will be some kind of a compulsion on the part of ZPM and Lalduhoma to maintain a good equation with the BJP and the NDA?
Yes, Wasbar, that's the question which everybody is asking now. Whether Lalduhoma and his team will align with the NDA or UPA at the center level. And it's clear that without the help of the center, a small state like Mizoram is difficult to look for development and other things, especially in terms of financial problem. So I think that's the things which Lalduhoma and his team also has to tackle first to have a good terms with the NDA government in the center.
Good
and
chance.
The other thing which I'd like to add shortly is that this government is trying to take austerity measure in the state. That's the challenge they have to face. And the other thing is the healthcare scheme, which they have to tackle with the financial. So these are the things which the new government has to face.
Absolutely.
At the moment.
Right. Let me once again go to Lalram Looney. Lalram Looney, you know, the same question to you. Okay, you won the election on your own. You did not require the BJP. So you are not part of the NEDA or you are not part of the NDA. So it's fine. You have proved yourself. You have won the election. Now, what about the center? Because at the end of the day, as you said, Mizoram is going through a financial crisis. And there was a tweet Lalduhoma has himself said that there was a tweet by Union Home Minister Amit Shah that we will help you in whatever way necessary. Does it indicate that the ZPM will become a part of the NDA at the center, at the central level?
No, given in the great statement which is given by the same himself, he was asked this question whether your party will be the part of the NDA or not. He himself has said that we will not be a part of whoever is in power in the center, whether they're the Congress or either with the UPA or with the NDA. He said we are the party, we are a regional party with a national outlook, but we will work, work together with whichever is power, whichever party is in power at the center. Okay, that is his statement. And given the benefit of the doubt, that I believe that his party will stick to this because they have to see the long term, the long term plan.
Right.
Right now, the position of the BJP in the state cannot sweep beyond. Yeah.
Right. I'll ask my producers to play that bite. Do we have this bite first of all? Let's hear once again what Mr. Lalduhoma had said. What Dr. Lalram Looney is referring to. Let's hear it ourselves. This was a statement by Mr. Lalduhoma, not now, not today, earlier, a few days ago. Let's listen into that.
Yesterday, the External Affairs Minister, who happens to be my batchmate, close to me, called me on telephone, and at the convenient time I'll go to Delhi and discuss about this, because this is a matter of diplomacy.
Like you said, determination for the tribals in Manipur. What is your stand on that?
And they are Indian citizens. All of them are Indian citizens, and they are our brothers and sisters. We'll take care of them. Yesterday, the Home Minister talked to me, and we'll sit together and discuss about this face to face. Yes.
Okay, there he said that the Union Home Minister spoke to him and agreed to discuss all these issues face to face. That's what Lalduhoma had said. That's an encouraging sign, because you have established links with the central leadership pretty early, even before he was sworn in as the Chief Minister. I think this is also an indication, Dr. Lalram Looney, this is also an indication that the working relation between the state government of Lalduhoma and the union government headed by Prime Minister Modi is going to be cordial, because that is how democracy is. And as Dr. Joseph said, for a small state like Mizoram, without the full support of the central government, whether it is financial support or administrative support, it becomes very difficult to lead, isn't it?
Yes, it is very difficult. But, in the democratic setup, without joining the, without having a formal alliance with the center also who is in power, that it is, they can work together. And this is what the ZPN is trying to do, that at the moment, without having any formal alliances, that they can work together, being in a federal setup, in a federal government. This is what I think he's indicating. Yes.
Right. Now another thing that I'd like to ask Dr. Mawia, I don't know whether John is with me. You have to tell me, is John there? Okay, so John is not there with me. Let me go to Dr. Mawia. Dr. Mawia, is your audio, we are getting a break in your audio. If we can talk to Dr. Mawia on the phone and while having his video, that is one way we can deal with things. We can go to Dr. Mawia on the phone line while his video is still on. So that is a very simple way of doing the things. Let me ask the producers to try and connect Dr. Mawia on the phone line, not on the thing line, because the audio is breaking. Now Dr. Joseph, what do you think of the Council of Ministers? How many of these you think are experienced politicians, and how many of them you think are, not very adept in politics, but enjoys the people's support? That is the reason why they won, of course. Dr. Joseph?
Yes, Wasber. If we look into the list of the Council of Ministers, we will see that half of them are the first time MLA this time.
Yeah.
You are right to say that. But they will be guided by the senior politician, of course. So even in the region-wise representation also, out of the 11 districts, only 4 districts are represented in the Council of Ministers. So that is the new thing we have seen in this ministry. So let's hope that development has been evenly distributed in the whole of Mizoram. And let's hope that the new entrants in the Council of Ministers are also vibrant and working hard to give the people mandates.
Right. We'll go, I think we'll go for a short break, and we'll come back and continue this conversation with my very, very esteemed panelist joining me from Aizawl. I'll go to Dr. Mawia. We'll fix the audio issue with Dr. Mawia, and then we'll come back after this very, very short break.
And only Arijit Singh, Concert for Harmony, live from ACA Stadium, Barshapara, Guwahati, on the 16th of December 2023, 7 p.m. onwards. Tickets available on Book My Show. Offline tickets available at News Live Building, City Centre, Nehru Stadium, Sarusujai Stadium Entrance Gate, and Barshapara Stadium.
This is the Northeast. The heat in our food puts the fire in our bellies. And our people remind us of the united in our name. Northeast United Football Club, stronger together.
Northeast United FC versus Hyderabad FC this Sunday, live on Geo Cinema, Sports 18 and VH1.
Natural origin glycerin और সৈতে প্রস্তুত Savlon glycerin soap. শীতকালত আপোনাক দিয়ে soft skin আৰু Savlon সুৰক্ষা.
News to keep you ahead. Evening Prime, every day at 7 p.m.
Trump, lightweight, comfortable school shoes.
शान से चले चलो
Myntra end of reason sale is back.
इससे बड़ा सेल नहीं मिलेगा.
Biggest ever price crash on the best global brands. Save on fashion, save fashion.
Vandya International School, a premier residential co-educational school located in Guwahati with state-of-the-art infrastructure offering world-class education with qualified faculty from all over the country. With 22 co-curricular activities and 18 sporting disciplines to choose from, Vandya International School also offers air-conditioned boarding facilities. Those interested to join between class 4 to class 12, contact 89180-91939. I repeat, those interested to join between class 4 to class 12 can contact 89180-91939.
News to keep you ahead. Evening Prime, every day at 7 p.m.
Vandya International School, a premier residential co-educational school located in Guwahati with state-of-the-art infrastructure offering world-class education with qualified faculty from all over the country. With 22 co-curricular activities and 18 sporting disciplines to choose from, Vandya International School also offers air-conditioned boarding facilities. Those interested to join between class 4 to class 12, contact 89180-91939. I repeat, those interested to join between class 4 to class 12 can contact 89180-91939.
News to keep you ahead. Evening Prime, every day at 7 p.m.
Vandya International School, a premier residential co-educational school located in Guwahati with state-of-the-art infrastructure offering world-class education with qualified faculty from all over the country. With 22 co-curricular activities and 18 sporting disciplines to choose from, Vandya International School also offers air-conditioned boarding facilities. Those interested to join between class 4 to class 12, contact 89180-91939. I repeat, those interested to join between class 4 to class 12 can contact 89180-91939.
Welcome back, viewers. I am Ronak and you are watching the continuous live coverage of the swearing-in ceremony of the new Mizoram government led by none other than ZPM chief Lalduhoma. So viewers, just a short while back we saw the complete swearing-in ceremony taking place, led of course by the new chief minister of the state Lalduhoma and followed by 7 cabinet ministers and 4 ministers of state. Have all in total 12 have been sworn in by the governor Haribabu Kambampati. So that is the breaking news coming in from Mizoram Raj Bhavan in Aizawl at this point in time. Once again, let me go across to my guest who is joining us live on this special broadcast today, Dr. Lalram Looney, Assistant Professor, Faith College, Aizawl. Well, once again from my side, Dr. Lalram Looney, welcome to the show and thank you for staying on. Dr. Lalram Looney, my question to you is very simple. First and foremost, how does it feel for you to see that, amongst these varied, there are multiple reasons why this new cabinet is very interesting. One, of course, being that so many of these are young, fresh faces who are, eager to do a lot, not just for their constituency, but also for the entire state. But more specifically, how does it feel knowing that there is one lady minister who has also been sworn in as a cabinet minister today?
Yes, thank you. This is a very important political development we have seen because today in the swearing ceremony that we have seen a lady minister. And let me just go back to the history that, I'll start with the statehood from 87, that we had a lady minister in 1987. And then again in 2013, when Pivanal Ompui has won the by-election, then she was sworn in as a minister again. So after a gap of 10 years again, now we have a lady minister who is a cabinet minister. So, and unlike the other societies setup that we are, Mizo society is very egalitarian, unique in character, that the male and the female, we are very equal when it comes to, in the field of economy, but in the field of social and political setup, that women never have this high structure, or they are not in a position to exercise their power. So even in this election, that the major party like the MNF, the Congress, the ZPM, they have just fielded 2 candidates each in this election. That but we have 3 MLS. And 2 are from the ruling party, and now we have this minister, and this will pave a way, to work that it shows to the masses that it writes a new political narrative. I should say that women are equally capable like men to have who can control the political power, and this will pave a way to welcome the mass acceptance of the 33% women's seat reservation, which was to be exercised, from the next election, hopefully.
Right. Absolutely. Very rightly said. This does indeed set a new political narrative in the state. This is not something that is to be taken lightly. It's a very, very positive and significant development for the entire state. I'm being joined now on this special broadcast also by another guest this morning, Dr. C. Lalman Mawiya, Associate Professor, Political Science and also President, Mizoram Political Science Association. Welcome to you, Doctor, for joining us on this broadcast today. You are being joined in the studio by myself, Ronak, and of course, what a historic day it has been for Mizoram. And at this point, Dr. Lalman Mawiya, let's talk about the man of the hour himself. The man of the hour, Lalduhoma, who has just been sworn in as the 6th Chief Minister of Mizoram. It goes without saying, it has not been a short or an easy journey to the Chief Minister chair for Lalduhoma. It has been a long journey. It started way back when he actually got into politics. So tell us a little bit more about the man Lalduhoma, his rise in politics and now subsequently going on to form the government with ZPM today. Tell us a little bit about the journey of the man Lalduhoma.
Yeah, he has been struggling for almost a political career.
Right.
After being a very handsome government, also like IPS, he quit and then he struggled He has been struggling for almost 40 years. And today, phenomenal day has come. He has been sworn as the new chief minister. He is a man of personality. He's a leader. He's a real Christian. He is having a dream for making development forum. He has so many things that also very high minister, because if our casual Army party could do, an IRS tired, like so, we just comparing Lalduhoma, chief minister of Mizoram, Arvind Kejriwal. What Arvind Kejriwal been doing daily, the same thing can also happen in Mizoram. Leadership with leadership of Lalduhoma, expectation very high, very positive, and the council leaders like the period with only one cabinet ministers, and I happened to meet some 2 years back. I still remember that very good personality and a real leader, very dynamic, who has experience. There in some other metropolitan cities of Indian, and so he has got a very good experience. And other minister like Anna,
right,
is a renowned professor, a prime college of Mizoram University, College. He has been teaching for long years. He joined the politics. He's also a very active person. And Professor Neil, the cabinet minister of state.
Right,
and,
right. Dr. Lalman Mawia, thank you very much for your thoughts on this. Please hold on to them and we'll come back to you very shortly. I'll have to go for a very short break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is the Northeast. The heat in our food puts the fire in our bellies. And our people remind us of the united in our name. Northeast United Football Club, stronger together.
Northeast United FC versus Hyderabad FC this Sunday, live on Geo Cinema, Sports 18 and VH1.
Natural origin glycerin or